Doing a review today of the NIV. This is the full revised edition here. This is the large print here, so this is a very big Bible here. So it is large print. It is easy to read, but if you're planning on getting this here, just bear in mind this is probably about not a Bible that you would carry with you, take to church with you, or pack around with you on a day-to-day basis. But it is an excellent study tool here. It weighs in. I weighed it on the scale, so this Bible here weighs in at 5.1 pounds. So this will give you a workout just carrying this Bible around. But this is a great tool here. It is Smite sewn, so they've done an excellent job. This is the hardback version. Not for sure how much, and that probably adds a little bit to the weight with it being a hardback and not the. Don't think it comes in the genuine leather. I'm not 100% sure about that there, but I decided to go with the hardback just for a study Bible here. Now, I really love this Bible. Have had it for about a week, so I've been actually looking into it and utilizing it kind of extensively, and the notes are great in this Bible here. So it's got 21,000 notes in this one here. Just to compare, the ESV Study Bible has 20,000. So this Bible here is 1,000 more notes than the ESV Study Bible. So it is right on the same level, and the notes are good. This is now this Bible here was done by a committee. So a committee put this Bible together versus a study Bible that's made by an individual. Some pastors have study Bibles, and the difference between the two, a committee comes together and put these notes and does the research on it. And what you say, where pastoral was the pastor study Bible, where some pastor someone may have their name on the study Bible, a lot of that there is just study notes that's taken from different sermons they preach. So this here does a good job of explaining the text, and it does have application in there. It's not classified as like the life application, which is geared toward extensively toward application, but this here does tell you, it does focus on scriptures, and it has a little key when you're looking at something to actually apply that to your life here. So like it says here, it is a 10.5 font, so this is a very easy readable Bible here. And it does come with a paper sleeve here, so this is the sleeve that comes off here. So it does come with a nice sleeve here that probably will wear after time here, and it does have like a glossy like finish here, so I just take that off temporary for now. This is the very front of it here. It's not line matched, but it's not a lot of bleed through in here. It's not really noticeable, and it does come with a quick start guide here. So this is basically tell you how to get the most out of this particular Bible here. So it's got here about the NIV Study Bible. What is a study Bible? You know, it goes along with the text, and what helps to study features that comes in this Bible here. So it is center column references here. It's got introduction to every book in the Bible, and like I mentioned, 21,000 most, and it's got full color text maps, and it has a lot of color added to this here that wasn't in the earlier version that came out. And it does have a very good extensive concordance in the back here. So the key contributor is Dr. Kenneth Baker here. So he's been on the NIV study, to help been a part of the NIV Study Bible actually since they came out with the first study Bible. I believe that was back in the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken there. And it's got the table of contents here, and those who feel they got done a good job at the color that they added to this Bible here. And it's got here the Old Testament, the 5 books of Moses, which is called the Pentateuch. So those are listed here, the historical books, and they all have different colors, and you'll see that throughout the text here. And the books of poetry, the prophets, and then it's got the gospel, the letters in the early church, and that includes Acts there, and the gospel in the early church, and then the letters and Revelation at the back, and it's got study helps in the back of this here. So we're just kind of, and it's got a good outline, table of contents there, pretty detailed, several pages here. The preface to the NIV Bible here. It's got a list of, so here you can see all the different contributors that went into putting this study Bible together. So it's had a lot of people involved with that there. And it's got like the, when it came out with the it originally came out with the 85 edition here, the 2008, the 2002, and the 2011, and the 2020 full note. So they've done some revision over the years of this study Bible here. So, and marked on improving that there. So it's got here ancient texts relating to the old, ancient text, different texts outside the Bible that relates to the Old Testament there, and it gives you a bit of information on those there. So that goes on for about actually 3 pages there. So that's a lot of good information there. And then it's got the Old Testament here, like a chronological period here, the Old Testament there. That's in color also. The one I had from, I think, the previous version, that was all black and white. But I like the color that's in this Bible here. And it goes all the way throughout, and it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, of just breaking down the chronological order in the Bible here. So this is a worthwhile investment. Highly recommend it. And you may say, well, the NIV is not my preferred translation. I said the same thing, but it's great benefit to having that translation along whatever side. And just for the sake of the notes alone, if you just don't like the NIV, I highly recommend that Bible here. The 5 books of Moses. So that's in color there. The first 5 books of the Bible that was seemed to be written by Moses there. So you see that there. And then it's got an introduction to the book of Genesis here. More information on introduction to Genesis here. So like I said, the notes are great in this Bible here. So it's got an outline to Genesis also. So the outline is 3 pages here. So it's got here. I'm just going to go to one more feature here that I forgot to mention that's in this Bible here that would be great benefit to anybody deciding to get this particular Bible here. And it's got the symbols here. These in color in this one here, and they were like black and white, and this had the symbols before. And it's got the troll. There's a troll here. So if you look here, that is what they call the troll there. That's kind of like a shovel. So the troll here points to references containing study notes that provide light from archaeology. Since there are more personal application material in the study notes, the archaeological information we have indicates where archaeological data can be found in certain books. An introduction that's got all the seeding. Now, when you see a seed here, that's like a plant leaf here. That's called the scripture reference containing study notes that have practical principles for personal application. So that, and there's a character symbol. So the character symbol occurs in front of scripture referring containing study notes that provide description and characterization of a person or a people group. It all sometimes appear in book introductions and essays here. So if you like to pause the video, you can take a look at those there. Introduction, every book has an introduction, text notes, parallel passages, and a concordance in the very back here. So tells you how to actually utilize and get the most out of this Bible here. So if you go to Genesis chapter 1, Genesis 1. So the notes are real extensive here. They got charts throughout this Bible and a lot of maps that are colored in here all the way through. And then you can see the different symbols here like the seating symbol. Those all pointing toward application here in this particular Bible here. Now you get over to Genesis chapter 4 and you see multiple symbols, and sometimes they even combine together where it is talking about a person and application point that you can see here. The seed in there, and like that shows like a plant, and person, like, when that's talking about application, and then also making emphasis on the person that they've been talked about in those scripture there. So that is a great point there that draws you there. And this is like one of the in color maps here. So they've done a good job on the maps in this particular Bible here. And they got like a lot of symbols throughout this Bible here. And this is said, partially restored Ziggurat of Nael of Ur. So those are located throughout this Bible here. And when it starts a chapter there, so the chapter number is like in blue here. Hebrew calendar here. So I'm just flipping through and just showing different things as I come across them here. Hezekiah's tunnel and water projects there. So it's got a lot of information and dollar pictures that you would find in the Bible dictionary. So you're getting got a lot in this Bible here that you don't see in a lot of Bibles here. Exile of the Southern Kingdom there. So it shows the path when they went into exile. So this is great here. Second Chronicles, the introduction to Second Chronicles here. And this is a Canaanite goddess here that they're showing in this picture here. So the Bible mentions about, idol worship. So this is showing the Canaanites, one of the gods, a picture of one of the gods they worship, the Canaanites. Chronological of Ezra and Nehemiah. So that's just loaded throughout a lot of good information in this Bible. And it's got here, this is the book, start the introduction to the book of poetry here. So that starts with Job there. So if you notice, when you get over to the poetry section, when you get like the chapter 2 here, now that's gold there. So it's like the very first, the chapter references, that number would be gold in the poetry section here. So if you see in Psalms here, so this is the poetic layout for how it's laid out in Psalms there. So we get to the prophetic section here, and it starts with Isaiah here. So the prophets here. So, and the color changes when we get to the prophets. So this is information on the remnant in the prophets there. So it goes into detail. So those are a lot of information that's loaded throughout this Bible here. So we get over to the smaller prophets here, the minor prophets there, and you notice the color changes there. So, and then we get over to the New Testament. So right between the two testaments here, you got some extensive information here, the time between the testaments here. From Malachi to Christ. So it's telling you what was going on with the Jewish people during that time there. More information on here, the time between the two testaments. Palestine of the Maccabees and the Hymenius dynasty. So this is what was going on with the nation of Israel between the time of the Old Testament and the New Testament. Then it's got here the gospel in the early church, the introduction for that there you can see here. And like I said, it's just loaded with color maps throughout this here. So at $41 on Amazon, this is a worthwhile investment. Norms itself for $79.99. So they lifted it at 43% discount right now. And that was showing the coin that was used to pay taxes, denarii. Then we get over to the epistles, and there's another map here. And there's, like I said, they got maps just loaded, nice color maps through here. So that is a great upgrade over the original version, which I have a copy of that one there, which everything was black and white. So we flip through the back here, and it's got, here they got actually where you can go to the back, and it's just showing you for all the notes that's in this Bible here. It's got a reference note. So if you want to look up a note, index to the notes. If you just want to look up a note on a certain topic, you can actually go to this topic here, and it'll take you to the notes that where you got teachings on that particular topic there. So and it's got something like a 70-page concordance. So the concordance is a 3-column concordance there, a little bit on the smaller side, but it is easily, it's not hard to read there. So this is a great Bible here. So the total number of pages that's in this Bible here, and I'll just go to, it's got nice color maps. It's got about like 14 color maps that's in the very back of this Bible here. The Zondervan maps here. So to just compare this here, the total number of pages is 2,480 pages here as compared to the ESV Study Bible, which is a big study Bible. And this particular Bible here has 3,003 pages here. So it's got a lot of different information in the back that you don't find. It's just got, this one here just got the, where you can find the notes, if you want to look on the topic of the notes, and a concordance in the back here. So they're pretty comparable in the size here. I like how they explain the notes here. Got a good explanation of what was going on in the scripture. And then when it wants to support toward application, it does tell you how to apply. So the notes are clear, precise, and easy to understand. I like both of the study Bibles for this one and the ESV here. But right now, I think just from the time I spent with them, I like this one here just a little bit more than the ESV study Bible. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend that you add this to your library because it'll add great blessings that help you grow in your walk with the Lord. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video here. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, I appreciate all my subscribers. Please subscribe, click the like button, leave a comment if you benefit from this study Bible here, my presentation of it, and have a blessed day in the Lord.